What's up, guys, and welcome to this video. Oh, what's that? Stock market crash incoming. This was uploaded 6 minutes ago. We've already done this. What? We didn't have audio. It's very sad. So, take two. Now we have Airly instead of Zeke in this version. So, real quick before the market closes, look, it should be up by 3 because it's 220 right now. So, you could possibly put a trade on. So, best trade of the day, and then we're going to talk about the S&P 500, where I think that's going, is this guy right here. So this is NVS Novartis. Did I say it? That's the only way I know how to say it. Novartis. Boom. There you go. So this looks like a good short position, and I'm sorry I don't come at you guys with a lot of long stock position ideas because we have the macro situation. That's kind of where we're going, and then the technical situation, you can diverge from the macro scenario. Until the structure of the stock market changes, I'm going to have a hard time putting long stock positions on. So, boom, NVS. What do I think about it? Well, I do like that on the 4 hour, we can see this thing here. We have the price action going up and up and up. We have the volume started big right here on the gap up, and then it falls down. So it's like used engine oil, right, Airly?
Yeah.
So you throw gas on a fire and it goes shoom. You throw, I'm out of the camera. You throw used engine oil on a fire and it goes, which is what we like. So let's take it back to the daily. This is more apparent here. You see, okay, we throw used engine oil, bam, and then the price action follows it up, and you see volume die down. And on the stochastic, it looks like we're about to cross.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Today is Daddy and me.
Boom. This is my little 4-year-old. Very sweet. I love her. Airly. Say hello. Mwah.
Hello.
Okay, so now you can be quiet because we're going to keep going. So, stochastic, cross, price action up, volume down. We like all that. And what kind of trade did I put on today? This is what I was really excited about. Let's look at the weekly. Is the kind of trade. It was a funky trade. It's one I'd like to talk about. So first of all, if you just look, our spread, right, is on the time, just has to make it here. And do you think we're going to keep straight lining up past our red? It doesn't look like it. Now, not financial advice. So as long as we stay below this red line, I will receive $10. And you say, well, Jordan, that's not very exciting. Why would you do that? Horizontal line. We are at the 90. Pause so I can tell you accurate information. Boom. What makes this trade interesting, and we got green. I'm just doing this fast. I don't care about the green screen. So what makes this interesting is if we stay, shh, you gotta be quiet, baby. We stay under that red line, the 100, and we're trading at $95. And did we drop any today? What makes it interesting is we get paid $10 if we stay under. Now we'll start to take a loss as we go up over 100, and that'll be fine because you always control with position size. We're fine if it dies, no big deal. So what makes this interesting? Spit it out, Jordan. Okay, I'm spitting it out, right? All right. If we start to approach this 90, and we make $100 in addition to our $10 we've already made by staying under the red, we make $100 for every dollar move down to 85. Hey, baby, let's not do that. So we have a possible $510 profit. So it's kind of like a neutral trade. And basically what I did is I sold a call spread to pay for my debit spread. I call it the J-Collar because it's kind of like a collar position. So if you owned 100 shares here and you sold a call here and bought a put here, that is a collar. I don't own the stock, so I call it the J-Collar. If there's a real name for what I'm doing, someone just comment and let me know. But what it is again, we sold a spread here. I'm going to show you what that looks like too. And I'm also going to give you the platform and ask you to use my referral link. So video description below for what I'm about to show you. Ba-bam. So now we're looking, Airly is so distracting. So now we're looking at this options or insurance market for the stock market. I'm in the screen. And here's what I did. I sold this for $10. It says mid 57. That's kind of not real because when you have big spreads like this, especially in less liquid stocks, these numbers become less and less real. It actually was at $10 when I put it on. The mid was at 10. I clicked and it filled. And I was like, whoa, I can't believe that actually filled. So if y'all can get filled at a $57 credit, that's great, because you can see here, this put would be $95 minus 20. So you'd pay $75 for this put, and you would get paid $5 because it says the mid's 50 to sell this. And the thing, I'm going to pause. And we're back. Yes, it's moving. So we had $75 here to pay, and then $5 here. So this should be a 70 debit. It says mid is, oh, you can't see that good. It says mid is 57 credit. This should be a $70 debit. So to get filled at a $10 credit, that is actually great. So that's what I got filled at. Not financial advice, but this is a pretty neat setup, I think. If I'm wrong, looks like my max loss is $490. If we do well on this and it just falls, then $510. So we have a big win. That's what we do with the debit spread. And we paid for our debit spread and took some credit by selling this credit spread. So it's kind of like an iron condor. This would be an iron condor. Looks like the mid $69. Buying power is 431. But yeah, there you go. I like it. Our probability of profit is 80%. I like those odds for such a big payout. Let's see, what was it? We're 44 days, right? Yep, 90, 85, 105, 100. Yep, that is the trade. You can see my little flagpoles here. That's the actual position that I hold. Boom. You see these positions, bam, bam. So probability profit 80 and a $557 max profit on that with an 80% probability of profit, which POP is just chance of making 1 penny. So it just means that my chance of losing money is very small. So look, Zeke is back. We're gonna pause.
How far?
Oh, and now Zeke is back with us.
Yep.
And hey, look, I'm looking at this video. Oh, what's this? I can click show me more on the video description. And what? I can click on this thing right here. And what? I can sign up for a Tasty Trade account so I can have that kind of cool platform. And Jordan's referral codes are right there. So thank you guys so much for doing that. When you do click sign up, can I click continue? No, I have to enter all that stuff. It's going to ask you if you want an individual account, blah, 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 blah. I recommend a Roth IRA account because in my situation, so say you return 10% a month, annual compounded, that's 200% a year. You could deposit $6,000 in a Roth account. That money very quickly will start to become very big. So if it's done in an individual account, then you're going to pay taxes on all that. Let's say you don't want to use all that money right now. And the Roth, it's almost like a corporation where the big chunks of money you're making, it gets to stay tax-free. So that's my little plug for, hey, sign up for Tasty and use a Roth account because you're going to save a lot on taxes. And one day it'll be 100% tax-free when you reach 59 and a half. So there you go. Not financial or tax advice, but that's what I do. So there you go. Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've already talked this trade to death, but I like this trade. It's just an intriguing trade. I don't even know if it's a good trade, but it seems like it's going to work. It seems like we're coming up. It seems like we're going to come down. Are we still on the weekly, daily? Now, what I don't like about this trade is that it has a market cap, I believe, of $200 billion. I don't like bigger ones like that because they are real and they're the scary ones. I like to do like under $1 billion market cap and no PE. Those are fun because in a bear market, those just kind of crash and crash. I'm trying to pull this up as I'm talking to you so I can tell you stuff. I love Webull for charts. I hate Webull because they don't, I've literally called them, been on the phone with them. I'm like, why don't you have these features? And they're like, everybody uses it on the mobile app. So we put all our resources into developing the mobile app. So literally the mobile app is better than the desktop platform, but it's still, in my opinion, kicks everybody else's butt brokerage wise for charting. So here we go. $202 billion market cap. The PE is 30. The forward PE is 14, which is concerning if you're shorting it. So that's why I gave you my bearish case. Now I'm going to give you the bullish case. So we're on the fence, even information. Let's see the smart money. Okay. So this is the large order scale. Can we see this? So that big red bar was 5 days ago. There was a big sell. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's just 330. Where's 330? Here, this is interesting because you had price action up and smart money sold on this day. That's that big red bar you see. Those are large orders. Boom. Use the Webull app. I have no referral code. Just download it, give them your email. That way you'll be able to do watch list and be able to chart the stuff really easily. That's why I don't like it. I love it because more in a bearish macro situation. Speaking of, we're going to talk about the market. And are we almost done? We did the 10 minutes again. I was trying to make it not 10 minutes. Here we go. Where do I think the market, this will be a lot faster because we already did it for the last video where we didn't have audio. So what I looked at the market, I said, look, you had big green volume here. We talked about the other day. We watched that video. Shout out to that guy. This is actually that video right there. And that was the guy. It was like Matt Core, not more. And can't see Mott something. And it was like the bear market's not, oh, right there. Mott Capital, the bear market's not over. Here, oh, we lost our green screen. It's fine. We'll keep going. So here he talks about how the CTAs, which is like
I'm holding the green screen.
the futures professionals, were scheduled to buy up the S&P, which is why you'd see low volume and price action movement. He thinks it's because of this. Check that video out. It looks like we're starting to reverse on the S&P. So here you see we had big volume going up, up, up. Now volume's coming down. So this is the closest thing to insider trading you'll get is by watching volume. So used engine oil on the fire, volume's dying down. Stochastic still says we got a little ways to go before we sell off. So we could see that thing continue up. We did cross here on the 4 hour. Let's see if there's anything on the 4 hour. We're still seeing pretty high in the 4 hour. And the stochastic on the 4 hour looks like it's about to, baby, please stop, love, go sit down. It looks like we're about to cross to the upside, so it'd be bullish. And yeah, so and then we paused and looked and we saw, hey, I think we see a head and shoulders, a bearish head and shoulders. So if you're a bull, so we want to stay even and things. Sorry, our green screen just fell. But bullish, it looks like we have a shoulder, a head, and then rip to the upside, which is very possible. In an extended bear market, you do have bull runs. Now, shorter term, we look here, it's kind of like you see a head, shoulder. Shoulder came up a little bit, but we just got rejected hard right there. And then we drew the size of our thing. We took this line here to measure this distance, and we took this line right here and said, okay, well, our shoulder started over here, our head's here. So when would this pattern play out? Well, we take our head here, and that would be the start of this shoulder, so it would be the end of this shoulder theoretically. So it puts our line here and our price target there, which we take this line down here, bam. So a price target of 342, 344 is what I saw earlier. Yeah. So anyways, and we also talked about Apple real quick. That was the one I did last year, APPL, and boom. Let's go look at the weekly. This one, so it must have been around June 2022. We might have drawn this big indecision triangle. And I like Apple because it's kind of like the smart money of the retail, maybe the more savvy dumb money. I don't say that as a uncomplimentary. I say it because it's the term is dumb money, is myself included, is non-institutions. Institutions are considered smart money. I consider us to be the smartest of the dumb money. So it looks like they're in indecision right now, and they did just bounce off this white line right here. And if we look, this Apple cannot go in a straight line, so it'll make a decision and rip up or rip down. So I see that happening, not at the very tip, but somewhere probably right around here, which would put us at, I believe, a downtrend by October 6th. Not financial advice because I gave you a specific date. Yeah, there you go. So Apple, I think we're done. Let's go look back at SPY one more time. SPY. We had talked about that to say our prediction, if this wasn't a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders, people love to talk about it. I don't really like the pattern that much, but that would put us at 519, 520, somewhere right in that region for it to crash down. I like to use the VIX, because VIX is range bound. Are we at 16 minutes? Because that's how long it was last time. No, we still got a couple seconds. VIX. I like for it to be under 10 minutes. This is my favorite thing to play because this is range bound. S&P 500 can can rip way down if you're long it. VIX is only going to go from 15 to 36, and we're in a pattern, we're in a descending triangle, which would say, hey, we're actually going to have an upward trend in the market or a downward trend in volatility. So you could have a crash and just nobody cares. That could be the crash of volatility. So we're on the weekly. Let's get the daily. So I have a nice VIX position I talked about yesterday. You can check out that video. But anyways, if you want to play the market crashing or ripping up, I would play it through the VIX. I like doing that. And then I'll sell spreads on SPY. And I did SPX for the first time today. Anyways, that is it, guys. I don't want to keep rambling and rambling. Hopefully, we gave you some insight to where the market is going.
One more thing before the video ends.
Yes.
Is VIX really as good as you say it is?
It's such a question. So many undefined and opinion answers. That wraps it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Have a great day.
Oh, Airly, do you want to say bye?
You know, I didn't get a next turn.
She said she didn't get a next turn, so you're going to say goodbye?
Bye. You want to say bye, Z? I have.
All right. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.